Welcome one, welcome all. This is the U.S. Open Championship Men's Open Division group stage round between Swimming and Sports Club Flanders and Los Angeles 2. My name is Kurt Schaefer. I'll be your MC, and we are all out here in easy, breezy Bettendorf, Iowa. Whew. I do apologize. My inter-game job is running around making sure that every court is streaming and every court has a individual turning the camera. With that said, of course, Los Angeles starting off this game with ambitions of gold in the men's open division. Swimming Sports Club, understood by me to be the C team, B team, something team of one of the two New York sides. I think it's supposed to be the C team of Nyack. I am not certain about that. However, I see a lot of faces out there on both sides that I recognize. I'm going to go ahead and read off the team sheet for you guys. LA2 did not provide any sort of numbers, so I do not know who these players are. Unfortunately for them, the stream is going to have them labeled as just their numbers alone. And before I do that, LA2 gets their first goal. Second goal, actually. For Los Angeles, they're represented by Jan Viktorov, Lewis House, Manuel Prinz, Gabriel Goudreau, Tim Batinga, Grant Marachi, Sasha Kini, Roman Zakakiernian, Zakhar Makarov, Alexander Masharin, Yannick Schatz, Maxim Mochalov, Sergio Urrutia Borrayo, Matthias Asenio, Rasmus Damgard, and Matthias Nicholson. LA further represented by official A, Lewis Howes. For Swimming Sports Club, we have number 2, Ian Foster, number 3, Jacob Michalik, number 4, Marcus Furzy, number 6, Aaron Mikolaus Mesko, number 7, Christopher Cassavin, number 8, Fusha Jveer Singh, number 9, Christopher Connor. Also listed as number 9 on the paperwork, Tony Candelarese. Number 14, Jefferson Parker. Number 16, Broderick Keegan. I'm assuming that's Keegan Broderick. I do not know, though. Number 17, Riley Broadhead. Number 18, Jose de Jesus Ramirez. Number 17, Jamie Pamplin. Number 90, Joey Williams. I don't see Mr. Williams on the sideline right now, and I don't think I see him in the game. And finally, number 92, Dominic Dudek, with official A listed as Patrick Halliday and official B listed as James Buney. LA now on the attack from the right, and they get it to go. LA 3, Swimming Sports Club, or SSC Flanders 0. Flanders now from the attack. Going to the right. Their wing has it now. He goes to the back. Flanders managing control, pointing to the spot that they want their pivot in, and that shot goes harmlessly. However, referee gives them a 9. Flanders goes under, does not go through. Referee waves it off. Another 9 awarded. That's unlisted number 10 for SSC Flanders. I'm assuming it is one of the two 9s, either Christopher Connor or Tony Candelarese, both of which are number 9. Doesn't seem that would be accurate. LA now on the attack. Number 67 out to the left back. Tries to get to the left wing. Kicks off the SSC player. That'll stay in SSC side. LA possession. Los Angeles now on the attack from the left. They try to pass through to their right back. It does not go. SSC gets possession. And SSC will start this one off with their keeper. SSC moving up. Number 3 listed as Jacob Michalik. Goes out. Number 12 on the side. That's unlisted. I recognize him, though. That is Ian Foster, number 12, SSC, looking to begin an attack as Foster steps out of bounds, and that ball will be LA's. LA on the move, number 5, passes to the left back 67, goes down to the pivot. He's unguarded, and it'll go with more. LA, a 2 awarded for number 17. There we go. A 2 given to number 17 on Flanders. That match will continue. 1, 2, 3. Yep. That makes sense to me. Makes sense to you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As a reminder, we are only doing 15-minute halves. And that ball, once again, harmlessly. 5-0 to LA2. 6-0 to LA2. Match time sitting at 18:35. I hear the oh-so-familiar drums of the Milwaukee team over on Court 4. You can catch all of our games online at any time throughout the weekend. Obviously, all the past ones will be there, but also all of the future ones will be streamed on the USA Team Handball YouTube page. If you're asking, how do I get to the USA Team Handball YouTube page? Well, buddy, I got good news. You're watching it right now. 6-0. LA jumps from the center. It's a little too high. That one sails harmlessly over the crossbar, and SSC will start this one off again. LA, the winning side of the inaugural USATH Cup, with the backing of some serious firepower, including some real star-studded names and rosters, including European champions and some of the greatest players the United States has put out, still in rotation today. This list here for this competition, pretty star-studded as well. Quite a lot of great players from around the country and around the world. I would consider them to be the favorites next to perhaps San Diego to win this entire thing for the Open Division. And I'll give men's elite. Still, I can't shake the feeling that New York is going to get a double. A card produced for the SSC goalie, as he calls a timeout, while they do not have possession. Currently, the time sits at 17:22 and 6-0 for SSC. I can imagine it's probably very frustrating to have that happen to you. However, SSC is in no fault of their, no bright spot of their own. They are a team of travel guys from all around the country, not really competing for gold, I don't think. So I can't call it a mercenary club, more of a fun club, dare I say a sports club. But you're going to have those issues, even if you're at a high level, where if you travel guys in all the time, they don't practice together, don't know where they're going to move, and you get a lot of mistakes and miscues. That's just how it is. As we wait for play to recontinue, I see referee looking to the table. Hand is up. The whistle is blown. The play will start. Flanders now down SSC's end, looking to score. Number 67 in the middle at CB. He's going to pass out to the left, goes down all the way to the wing, and the wing passes that ball harmlessly to the SSC goalie. I can't make out SSC goalie's number. However, I will say he did help out a little bit in the last game by moving the camera over on Court 4. So shout out and thank you. Whenever I get a piece of your back, I'll shout out your name appropriate. SSC on the left, on the right, takes the shot, blocked. Moving out now. LA in control of this game by every measurable circumstance. Number 9, left back, rolling shot in the spin shot goal. The Los Angelinos have no risk here against SSC. Flanders now. on the attack. Once again, that's Ian Foster over there at right back. Number 4 listed as Marcus Furzy. And 22 interception for LA, and he gets another. An exceptional spin shot goal for LA puts him at 10. Excuse me, puts him at 8-0. And that's a timeout, appropriate timeout. And I do believe that is LA's first timeout. We're going to go into a brief commercial break.
When you're close, you can feel it. You try harder. And you don't give up. Because when you're close, you do more. For the people that matter to you. And for the future, which is just around the corner. Being close is the best place to be. And in Sunneborg, we are close.
And we are back after the timeout. The referee has blown her whistle. Actually, no, she hasn't. The referee will blow her whistle soon enough, and we shall continue play. Or not. She's apparently checking with the stage, and it would appear there are some issues with the glue being sorted with. And looks like we're good there now. And we're good to go. Play continues. 8-0. SSC certainly not putting up much of a fight here. And SSC does go down there. 4-9. Ball in midcourt. Number 4 makes his way over to Foster. Foster can't get enough on it for a powerful shot. And that'll go. And after that, LA just pouring it on at this point. Nothing ado about nothing. There's really just not much left that you guys can make it happen. LA 9, SSC 0, SSC from the pocket. What are they going to do with it? To the left, try to break through. That's going to be a contact foul on the offense. LA 2 ball. LA now moving up, going back. They've checked in number 99 at center back. 13 out to the left, goes to the wing back to the left back, into the center, and that's a drop possession. SSC immediately throws an interception. LA another chance at life. Well, not a life, but winning 9-0. Ball out to the wing, into the center. LA now, 13. Left back, tries to go to the pivot, and that is picked up by the wing shot, and that's a no-go. The referee will call that one over. Safe ball for SSC. SSC now on the move. Foster with possession goes to Furzy. Furzy in the middle. He's distributing the ball around, looking for the move he wants to make. LA playing a high line. And that shot is a no-go. LA, number 13, yet again, passes down to 11, who dribbles through. It'll be a 9. After some hard defense by SSC. And actually, no, that'll be an SSC possession. Foster goes to Furzy. Furzy dribbles the ball forwards. Number 7 checks in, listed as Christopher Cassabin. Cassabin out on that left, Foster on the right, Furzy in the middle. Cassabin, jump, tries to dish it down, not going to find his pivot there. He'll get a 9 for his efforts. Cassabin, net again, no shot. That's going to be called as another 9, another chance. Excuse me, not a 9, a corner and another chance for SSC. It would probably help you. Actually, no, clock is running. We are a little in front. Let me back that up slightly, ever so slightly. We're now about on time. And that ball is cleaned. SSC possession. No, the referee will call it for LA2. LA takes the ball. They're going to go up the middle from 13. Referee calls that one dead. I'm not really sure what he saw. I was watching the ball handler. And referee calls it alive. LA from the left, 13, rising shot off the post, and it'll dribble out of bounds. Flanders possession. Flanders now starting up. Number 2 from LA, putting pressure on Furzy. And Furzy not called for a relatively obvious punch in the face. Not really a punch, more of a slap in the face on LA number 2. I definitely would have called that one. And unfortunately for the efforts of SSC, number 10 called in the circle. And that's a nice block by SSC goalie. 17 now on a breakaway. That's Riley Broadhead. Broadhead up the sideline, passes it. Furzy with possession. Goes back to Broadhead, and that's held. Furzy now on the right. Calls for Foster to move and shoots it straight into the keeper's hands. LA alone, and it's a goal. LA 10-0 on SSC. The horrible person in me wants to know, will SSC score in this game? It's anybody's guess, as number 8 for SSC, listed as Kushavir Singh, checks in. Singh, reprising Foster's role on the right, goes out to the left. That's 7, Cassabin. Cassabin gets it all the way to the right wing. Right winger unable to get it. It's going to be called corner. Corner for SSC. SSC passes in. 2 almost intercepts it. Furzy with possession. Furzy distributing out, and Singh sends that one wide. LA possession going forwards now from the goalie. Number 13 with possession, moving it up the field. 99 playing in what appears to be the right back slot. Yes, LA playing a dual pivot maneuver right now. 13 looking for the pivots. 99 trying to break it through, and he'll be given a spot at the line. A 2-minute on number 7 from SSC for pushing. As we go ahead and enter that, LA number 2 will step up to shoot. And the referee blows the whistle. The ball is good. The goal is even more good. 11-0 for Los Angeles 2. As the crowd screams, get one to SSC, it's a wonderful question of whether or not they're going to get there or not. I'm not seeing any offensive production out of this sports club team at all. And now down 1, it's going to be a miserable 2 minutes if they aren't able to solidify themselves on defense. 99 dishes to 13, goes out to his wing, and that is caught successful. Called to the spot again after some aggressive defense by Riley Broadhead. That'll stop the match time. It will not send Broadhead off. However, it will send number 2 to the line again. And he chips the goalie. Play is started, and another goal for Los Angeles 2. Singh. Back to Furzy. Out wide, number 11, unlisted on SSC's roster. Singh. Moving the ball as much as he can. Furzy, rising shot. Fakes the shot, goes to the pass, and the pass goes out of bounds. Los Angeles possession. Flanders, quick to give up every offensive opportunity they have and not holding the ball at all while down a full player. It'll certainly cost them on this possession should LA choose to do so. LA tries to go down to the pivot, and it's called for a 9. Los Angeles. 2. Tries to dish to the pivot. Pivot sends it straight to the keeper, number 92, listed as Dominic Dudek. 3 now. And pivot goal for Swimming and Sports Club. That's their first of the day. With 8 minutes, slightly under 8 minutes, listed left on the match day clock. And our time is now accurate, 12-1. Los Angeles got nearly 15, actually 16, no, 17. Is it almost 18 minutes of uninterrupted scoring? But are they going to be happy with a scoring ratio of less than 1 per minute? Number 3 takes it up the middle. That's Michalek. Michalek, goal. And SSC Flanders, do they have a breath of life, or is LA simply taking a seat for a minute? Either way, SSC 2, LA 12. 10-point deficit here in Bettendorf, Iowa, as LA once again reprises their double pivot maneuver. Goes down to the pivot, number 11, and that won't go. And it looks like there's an injured player on the ground. We're going to hope for his immediate standing, and he does get up on his own. And he takes and makes for LA. That's 13. The time on the screen, accurate with the time in the game. SSC in possession now. Furzy in the center back role. Doesn't get the ball, though. Pivot does. Pivot through and not quite through. That's number 13 on the pivot spot. Unlisted on my record. As SSC looking to get a third here if they can. That's a giant if. Giant if. One of the biggest ifs of the tournament. Can SSC score a third time and a half against this supercharged LA2 squad? Looking for the ball now, trying to get it back to the line. They have no time to waste if they have any hopes of a absolute miracle here in Bettendorf, Iowa. As Furzy tries to break through the line, unable to do so. Furzy goes back, takes it from the pivot, unlisted number 13. Furzy trying to break through once again, and he just can't do it. He's going straight. LA's playing very solid, very safe, and very clean defense on him. Now, number 7 stands up, and it's right at the keeper. Oh, and what a play as the pivot for LA, really the wing in for LA, number 3, Jacob Michalek, able to get in there. Why did I say LA? For SSC Flanders, gets in there and punches in a rebound shot. 3-13. LA leads. Los Angeles now distributing, still sitting on their 2 pivot. No, not really, not anymore. And they go to their pivot anyways, 11, and that is kept out. No, it is not. Almost has it, doesn't have it. LA 14, SSC 3. Singh goes out to the wing. 3 dribbles through. Michalek misses the shot. Oh, he's going to want that one back. With a great attempt and a great chance. 0 conversion. LA number 13. in the center back role. LA playing a normal set now. 13 and 99. And LA does go back into their double pivot maneuver. 99 breakthrough goal. 15-3. We've seen doubling. We've seen tripling. We've seen quadrupling. Is this the first quintupling of a score in this edition of the U.S. Open Championship? I don't believe anybody's been checking in on the live chat. Oh, I take my words back. We have Issa GB99. Let's go number 11 on Flanders. Well, Issa, I sure wish I knew who number 11 was. He decided to not fill out his Sport 80 contract, and now we don't know who he is. So for number 11 out there, hey, remember, man, I can give you a shout out, but you got to do the paperwork. 13 now restarts. Ball in Singh's hands. Goes out to Furzy. Goes back. Number 7, that's Kasabin. And that ball remains in SSC's possession. Kasabin goes for the dribble. Not sure why he did that. He could have just jumped from distance. He's got the arm. He's definitely taller than I am, and I am not a short man. Furzy out to the left. Furzy, jump shot, jump goal. 15-4. It might be all but over here already before halftime. However, LA2 still has to get through 2 more minutes if they want to end on this 11-point lead. And the half, of course. We still got a full half of handball. 2 into the middle. 13 tries to dish it down to the pivot. Unable to get it there. 13 dishes out to 99 after retaining possession. 99 back to 13 on the left. 13 tries to break through. Tries going under, doesn't get there in time. Singh plays just enough defense to draw a 9. Dalton Arnold, 6'4", 5'7", states, gotta put in Hepe Parker, Flanders. Well, Jefferson Parker is listed as number 14. I have not seen him feature today in a significant role. Let's hope that Parker gets out here at some point and has some fun on the court there. 13 from LA. Goes to 99, dish to the pivot to the goal. As LA2 16-4. And Singh slings a goal. And that'll be another point for SSC. That lead's still 11. However, now we're at the point where quintupling is not likely. Not impossible, for what it's worth. Just not as likely as it was with only 3. Can LA pull off 9 goals in a row uncontested? Well, they already did it once, and I don't see why they couldn't do it again. Will we see a quintupling by LA again? Probably not before halftime, but hey, that's what we have the entire second half of this game to do. SSC in the attack. SSC goes to Singh on the right, goes to Kasabin on the left. Kasabin tries to find the pivot, unable to do so, gets the 9. SSC passes the ball into Singh. Singh from the right. He's looking. He doesn't see anything he likes. He goes to Mashalik. Not able to break through. Another 9 for for SSC. And the referee will call the ball to the point, and we've got 0 time left on the official clock. That will use up SSC's chance. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going into halftime. With your score here in Bettendorf, Iowa, Court 1, LA2, 16 goals. SSC Flanders, just 5 to their name. We're going to go into a brief intermission here with some fun and nice content brought to you by our national teams and by our sponsors.
Yeah, for me, it's already been over a 20-year show. And over those 20 years, it's been constant growth and learning through every situation, whether I was coaching a club in Europe or coaching a club in the United States or playing in the United States or playing in Europe. All of those things had a major impact on what the plan is and what, supports the dream. And that plan is now worldwide, and it's going through Denmark. For me, that plan starts with, taking care of the athletes that we currently had because they've just accomplished a lot. And how do we take care of those athletes? And then how do we take care of our staff? And then financially, how do we support ourselves? So those 3 points. And then comes the fact of, well, how do you build more Americans in the United States playing handball? And that's one of the greatest challenges we've ever had. And there's been highs and lows for that. And we are looking for a more consistent method for that. And that's what's going on right now. Well, for a lot of Americans, that dream is to be in the Olympics, and that's a huge dream. And a lot of it is more reality now because LA is in less than 2.5 years. So now, as that reality and people are facing it every day that goes by, people are realizing they're closer to their dream, and more players want to be involved. And I want to do everything that those players want to accomplish. I want to help them, and there's more than 14 players that want to be in the Olympics. There's a lot more, and going through that and supporting each one of those players is part of the dream I have as well, supporting and then seeing them succeed in that dream. Well, representing the United States is something. It's like representing, if you're from Denmark, it's like when you represent Denmark and you get to put on the colors, you feel, hey, I don't want to lose this, and I want to represent correctly. And I want myself, my staff, and all our players to represent the United States and feel that pride as we, chase not only just this Olympics, but chase the next Olympics after that and the World Championships. And it's going to require a lot of sacrifice from a lot of different people, myself, and a lot of players. Well, the great thing about, being in Denmark and, seeing all the different clubs and the players and the youth and, male and female players, and it's that you can really focus in one area and focus on one thing and, focus on handball, where for me, that's kind of like where Florida will be. Right now I'm recruiting athletes from all over, but as I get associated into Florida, where I am in the Treasure Coast, is, to focus on that area and now really incorporate some handball structure in that area. Now it takes time, and we have a facility, and that's what I will encourage. And I'm encouraging, any club in the United States, whether it's, Cal Heat or New York or LA or Chicago or all the clubs, Ohio State, these college clubs, North Carolina, they all have an infrastructure and they're building within their area, So that's kind of, if you can support those clubs and support, the area and let them work, that's going to be a huge step for handball. For me, the answer is pretty easy. Focus on where you are in the United States and do what you can in there and just do your one job well. And when you do that one job, everything sort of, the dominoes start taking effect because people want to be a part of successful things.
When you're close, you can feel it. You try harder. And you don't give up. Because when you're close, you do more. For the people that matter to you. And for the future, which is just around the corner. Being close is the best place to be. And in Sunderborg, we are close.
And thank you guys for returning to this broadcast of the U.S. Open Championship 2026 here in Bettendorf, Iowa, featuring LA2 versus SSC Flanders. That's Los Angeles 2 versus Swimming and Sports Club Flanders. Well, as play begins on this second half spectacle here, I'd like to go over a little bit of what happened in the first half. A total and utter domination by Los Angeles on the backs of standout performances from number 13 and their pivot number 11. SSC did not score for the first 16, if not 17 minutes of the match, until finally they were able to start getting on the board with the helps of some tricky movement over on the right-hand side through Singh and Mielke. Sorry, Michailov, not Mielke. That was last game. And to start this game off, start this half off, 17-5. Already the score, LA scores first. LA now immediately in a press maneuver against SSC, causes them to lose possession. Los Angeles now with the ball. Los Angeles taking the ball up the court, number 22 in the right back spot. Passes it around. Not a new face, but 67 did not finish out the half, so 67 now in for, I believe it was number 13 or 11, something like that. The numbers blur together a little bit. Number 9, jump shot, jump goal. Los Angeles 18, SSC Flanders 5. Flanders taking the ball now from midpoint. Let's see if Flanders has anything left in them, or if they're just playing for fun at this point. The beginning of the half, it's a new start for everything we've got going. It's always going to feel like, well, maybe we can make this happen. I personally do not see it happening. I think this one's already in the bag for LA, and this is just for fun. But we'll see. We'll see. As multiple people from the stream calling for Jefferson Parker to get some action in. Number 14, of course, Jefferson Parker, the man, myth, the legend. I've never seen him play and don't even see him on the sideline. But, well, Mr. Parker, if you can make a change and make a difference here for this SSC side, maybe it's best that you do get out here. And that ball harmlessly goes out of bounds. Once again, Los Angeles taking the ball up. And I do see Mr. Parker standing over there behind the bench. Los Angeles, number 9 again on a jump shot. And that'll be Furzy starting the game off. Or starting the playoff, I should say. Number 3, Jacob Michalek. He featured quite a bit on that right wing for SSC, able to get some of the goals that they have for that reason. Only time can tell. How will this half of handball go? And it seems to be more of the same already, as LA scoreless this half, as I'm sorry about that. SSC scoreless this half as LA slots another one in, now quadrupling LA's SSC's 5 points. It's been a long day of broadcasting when the letter teams start to interfere. I'm going to start calling it Los Angeles and SSC, make it a little bit easier for me. SSC now in the backfield, passing the ball through. Number 7 on the attack. Kasabin tries to find someone in the pivot, not going to get there. Shouts and more shouts for Jefferson Parker, as I do not see him lining up, but he is next to the coach now. And SSC unable to break through a Los Angeles defense. SSC trying to go around, not going to get it. They're going to try, but that wing is locked down. Los Angeles now on the attack, 77, and he will get a nice lob goal. 22-5. Whole host of numbers I have to remember because you guys need to see it. Los Angeles pressure on the SSC offense going to cause them to lose the ball, but not lose their heads. They do retain possession. And that'll be just enough to get the LA keeper the ball, and SSC interception avoids a catastrophic mistake for Flanders. Flanders still scoreless in this half, almost 5 minutes elapsed. Well, SSC not held scoreless, but I think if Los Angeles holds them to under 10 in this game, it'll be considered a great success. Los Angeles now on defense. SSC. Can they do it here? Can they get something moving, the sports club? You would think a name like Swimming and Sports Club would mean that they have the best swim maneuvers in any handball game that you're going to see. Unfortunately, that is just not accurate. Los Angeles takes possession on a fumbled ball by Swimming and Sports Club. And number 22 will start this one off. Number 9 in the midfield. Passing over to number 67. That is your back three for LA. LA doing a lot of interesting work down to the pivot spot, and it'll be no go on a Kempa for number 9. Would have been a very cool goal. Would have been a huge highlight, but not to do today as SSC hold on and are not embarrassed. One thing to be embarrassed by the score, another thing to be embarrassed by a beautiful goal, and a third thing, the worst thing of all, to be embarrassed by both. As Furzy tries to break through, he's going to get an offensive foul on that. Los Angeles on the attack from the right, from the left, takes the shot. It's off the crossbar. SSC recovers safe. Swimming and Sports Club now on the attack. Swimming and Sports Club moving through their possession. Furzy, the man in the center, catches it, tries to make a move. No zero step there is going to cost them. That's a bulldozer of a maneuver. However, it looks like Los Angeles is going to get a 7 called on him. On number 77. A little bit of foreshadowing, if you ask me. Picking a number like 77 just feels like bad luck. 18:01 left in this game as play continues. SSC trying to break through is Christopher Casabin. Not able to do it. That ball is in Los Angeles possession. Los Angeles now on the hunt. Los Angeles pushing through, unable to get there. Hola, Mirano desde Argentina. Hello, Walter Asenio. Sorry, Walter Asenio, 1091 from the chat. And hola indeed from Argentina. Furzy. Furzy dishes the pivot. Isn't able to get it, has to collect it himself. That's going to be a turnover. 22. Breaks past Ian, and that's a goal. Some nice quick work, quick play action from LA2. They might get back to 5-ing SSC Flanders after all. Furzy through? No. Furzy shot off the keeper. Los Angeles now on the move. Los Angeles, and they almost have it picked off by Furzy, not quite, as Los Angeles left wing, takes a shot directly at the SSC goalie. And now Furzy, able to catch it, swap his foot. However, he gets a travel call. It'd be nothing. Los Angeles now on the move. Los Angeles still on the move. They'll give the ball up. Furzy now. He looks a little on the young side. I don't have any stats for the open teams. But if this is what we're going to have to deal with, then I think the future of SSC might be bright. He's got a lot of potential. He's just a smaller guy. Hopefully that's just youth. That ball, attempted spin shot, goes wide. Checking in over on court 2, that game, a dead heat, 11-11. That's going to be San Diego taking on, I believe, SoCal 1. A battle for Southern California is here. Back on our court, no such battle exists. Los Angeles handily and thoroughly routing, as one would expect they would do. 77 with yet another hit. LA approaches the quintuple on the SSC group yet again. Well, this is I think, an expected outcome. As mentioned before, this is SSC as a essentially third position team for, I believe, NIAC, if not NYC's B team. NYC without an official B team this time around. Their A team, though, looking dangerous as always. In my opinion, their A team will be a solid contender for the men's top division, the prestigious national championship, like no one else can play. Furzy receives the ball. Furzy. And that'll be a double dribble for Furzy. And that ball goes straight back to Los Angeles. That'll be a timeout for, I believe, for LA. And we will go into a brief commercial intermission.
When you're close, you can feel it. You try harder. And you don't give up. Because when you're close, you do more. For the people that matter to you. And for the future, which is just around the corner. Being close is the best place to be. And in Sunneborg, we are close.
And after that brief intermission, we are live again. I do apologize for the slight delay. Had to step out and get a energy drink here, as this one is certainly not the hardest game I've ever seen. Certainly not the hardest game I've ever had to commentate. However, the players deserve a proper spectacle of a video to watch afterwards. As Flanders has possession, the score still sits at 24-5. About halfway through the second half now. Number 13, Los Angeles coming up the middle. A little bit of momentum. They go down to the pivot, and that'll be stopped by SSC. Ball rolls out of bounds off of the SSC goalie. That will retain LA ball. And that shot is a no-go by LA again. Good shot for what it's worth. Just hit barely off the crossbar. Well, this is certainly not the best game of Ian Foster's life as he checks back in at right back. I cannot say with certainty about the level of talent from the rest of this SSC squad. I haven't seen too many of them before. But what I can say is Ian Foster is a notable player for the USA men's beach national team. He's quite the quality guy. So from us to you, shout out Ian for everything that you do over there, as well as what you do down in Kentucky, alongside Jake Roberts, building out a very successful beach league program throughout the Ohio Valley region. SSC on the defense, are they ever going to be able to stop this Los Angeles side? Number 99 says absolutely not, as they pile it on, now quadrupling. No, quintupling SSC's score. 25-5. I think the last time I saw a game this lopsided, it was the women's final, U.S. Army West Point Black versus U.S. Army West Point Gold. I believe that game ended 40-8. And even this one, 25-6, isn't as bad as that was. That was brutal. All right, LA from the get-go, 13, takes a shot, takes his goal. SSC now on the move. Ian Foster with the possession. Goes out Marcus Furzy. Furzy has been the man in the middle for most of this game. He's doing everything he can to get some life into this offense. Unfortunately for him, his efforts have not been rewarded. Casaban tries to go down to the wing on a far-sided pass. Rule number 1 of handball, don't make that pass unless you are certain it's going in. And that ball will roll into the stands. And thank you, Mr. Cameraman, firstly, for everything you do. And secondly, for getting that ball back in play quickly. LA now, from their back. They're playing a 2-pivot set with 99 and 13 in the back, 21 and 11 down at Piv. 11 pivot, 11 goal. Los Angeles 27, SSC Flanders 6. Well, usually you kind of get the feeling of the ratio of the game. Is this going to be a 3-point win? Is this going to be a 7-point win? Is this going to be a 9-point win? You know, usually what happens is a team will jump out to a huge lead and then they'll hold it. And both teams will kind of variate between a few goals of that point. For this one, it feels more like it's a ratio of 1 goal to every 5 goals. Of course, SSC Flanders rattling off 2 there to get it to 27-7. That's 7 times 5 is a little more than 27. I understand, but I mean, when you're looking at 25 and 5 down the barrel, that is not the best day at the office for the Swimming and Sports Club squad. That was an alliteration. And that ball goes out of bounds. Once again, Los Angeles, number 99, passes it in. Marcus Furzy collects. And that'll be Casaban. Christian Casaban goes down to the pivot, number 10. Casaban now in the center back spot. Goes out to Foster. Casaban trying to make a spin happen, and that'll be an offensive foul. That's what I thought too, referee. Good call. 99, alone. Swims one, passes pivot, shot. No, and the referee will call it in anyways. SSC ball. Furzy. Marcus to Ian. Ian to Marcus. Now he goes out to Christopher. Furzy. Long shot. Not rewarded. That just goes wide. 13 now on the attack. He passes out to 99. They've been a threatening duo all game. LA down to the wing, and that'll be over the line, says the referee. Worth noting, was also stopped by the keeper. And after Furzy hits the ball out of Two's hand, that will stay in SSC's end zone. End zone, wow, okay. SSC's end. Possession arrow to LA. 13 now, down to the right wing. Tries to dish the pivot, succeeds in dishing the pivot. SSC defense good enough to keep it out, goes to the left wing, and left wing is rewarded with a goal. Referee looking right down the line makes the correct call. Furzy setting up the play. Foster to Furzy. Furzy takes a shot. It's a powerful shot, but it's rewarded with nothing. Foster now setting their play back up. I believe that counts as a shot. So any sort of mental clock resets for the referees on passive play. Casaban hasn't really utilized his height much, mainly because he's being man-marked. Number 21, just as tall as he is. By the body language coming off of both those guys, I'd say 21 is probably a little bit more experienced than Casaban. And 99-13 set up yet again for another attack by LA. 99 out to the left, interplay with his winger. He goes it alone, and he gets it alone. 28-7, Los Angeles. Los Angeles now has, I believe, the largest lead that I've seen today. No, there was one game earlier. Denver went down by 22 points to Washington, D.C., the D.C. Diplomats. I will say this one might get uglier than that. Currently a 21-point lead, and by my estimation, LA is probably going to keep piling it on even worse than that. However, there is some good news for SSC. This game has only got 5 minutes left for its conclusion. SSC feeling palpably defeated. Let's see what they can do with it now. Casaban. He goes for a spin move shot, and the keeper keeps it out. A smart move by Casaban, a good move by Casaban, but unfortunately for him, just can't find the back of that net. SSC pitches it out, and they survive a little bit of an LA counterattack attempt, or at least counterattack defense. I'm not sure what the word would be. Casaban. Furzy looking for some help, can't find any. They'll get some help from the ref with a 9. Casaban again restarts the play from the pivot spot. Furzy, shot, no. Number 13, a long shot, 99. He feeds his way through, and he makes it his own. That's going to be a 22-point lead for Los Angeles 2 over Swimming and Sports Club Flanders. 3 minutes, 47 seconds left. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. If I'm SSC, I'm holding that ball in my end for as long as possible. Forget the attack. I just don't need this to be piled on anymore. Referee calls that clean. Not really sure what that was. Never seen that before. Smart move, though, I think. Casaban definitely did not get my school of knowledge on that. And number 11 on a breakthrough on his own. 18 tries to stop him. Oh, yeah, the referee's going to call a timeout on that one. That is a absurdly hard and dangerous defensive move by number 18. I didn't like that. Number 18 for SSC. Definitely a little aggressive on that for no good reason. You've already lost the game. Take your shots as they come. There's no reason to try to hurt anybody. And SSC, they haven't really shown much frustration all game. That was probably the first outburst I've seen. And frankly put, it was almost really good defense. I don't know. I would never train someone to try to do that. That's a huge thing you cannot do about it. And there we go. There we go. There's a understandable. Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't like that. A 2-minute off of a dangerous defensive possession awarded to number 18, Jose de Jesus Ramirez. And number 2 for LA does not get that play. SSC now. Things are definitely getting a little more tense on the ball. And that will be a deliberate time wasting and a timeout. And an immediate red card for Casaban, number 7. He was big for him, and now he's big for the downfall. LA with the ball. Now 2 minutes at the same time. The referee looks to the table. Referee looks to the table. Referee walks to the table. He'll have some words. A 2-minute for deliberate time wasting immediately after a 2-minute for an extremely deliberate and cynical tackle. I don't care what team you are, and I don't care what team you're playing. That is unacceptable behavior in a men's open division competition. SSC deciding not to end with pride and instead ending with chippy shots. And they're punished for it immediately as LA puts 30 on them. 2 minutes, 30-some seconds left. Confirming behind me, that is accurate. And keeper keeps that one out. LA ball. 13 up the middle. 99 looking to attack. Passes down to the wing, and wing bobbles it. I'm not sure what happened there, but it will be SSC ball. Furzy. They're down to just 4 men. Los Angeles declines to pressure up too high. They do have 3 marking on Furzy. Furzy with a beautiful, beautiful long distance goal. It'll be 38, a 22-point deficit. And the referees give a 2-minute, another 2-minute. I can't even add that. Like that's not like a function of the score bug. So there is a third 2-minute. SSC down to just 3 players. About a minute, a little less than what you see on the screen. There, minute 23 left. Los Angeles now up 23. This will soon become, unless a miracle comes through, this will be the largest end game deficit of the day. And just like that, 2 looks long to 3, and he does lose it. SSC with a very, very small amount of relief. Was that goalie inside the line? I don't think so. And SSC back to 4. SSC should be back to 5 now. Yes, SSC back to 5. And 13 pours it on even further, 32-8. That's a 24-point deficit. And just a few seconds left before this one's all but history. 17 passes down to the pivot. 14 tries to get a spin in, and he actually does get it. 32-9, 23-point deficit. 99 jump shot goal. Los Angeles 33, SSC Flanders 9. 24 deficit. That'll be that. Well, it ended as everyone said it would. Not a surprise in the house tonight. A little bit of frustration got out there at the end of SSC Flanders. However, ultimately, I don't think anyone's surprised with that result. Los Angeles 2 taking down Swimming and Sports Club Flanders 33-99, the largest deficit of the day. My name is Kurt Schaefer. It has been a pleasure and an honor being your MC for the day, and we will catch you guys right after this for our next edition, as we have, who is it up next? Open Visual, Grass Visual. Rogue taking